Hey, welcome back to Monique's Book List. So good, people. Today is June 22nd. It is my birthday. I'm very excited. I'm wearing my native head wrap from the Ivory Coast. I'm wearing it because I'm in between hairstyles. Just got rid of the braids. I'm thinking about cutting my hair and doing a short bob, adding some color until I decide we're doing a nice head wrap. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the mid-year freakout tag. And I wanted to combine it with my 2019 goals check-in. So I'm gonna try to do this really quick. I'm gonna try to keep this video really short. So let's get to these questions. Again, the first part of the video is the mid-year freakout tag. I don't really consider myself freaking out. And a lot of these questions, the answers to these questions will probably change by the end of the year. So I'm not going to hold myself to these or feel like I'm, obligated to say anything that I don't want to say. So the first question is, best book you've read so far 2019. Best book or novel I read is called With the Fire on High. I just read that in June. The book was phenomenal. Best graphic novel, White Knight. Hands down, best graphic novel I've read in 2019. Best sequel I've read so far in 2019. That's the second question. And I would have to say The Bride Test. And that's only because it's the only sequel I've read so far in 2016. And that's weird because I've read 72 books so far. And it's June 22nd. So, I think I have a few sequels to get to by the end of the year. I need to get through the second book in the Red Sister trilogy. I need to get to that, but we'll get there, right? So, new release you haven't read yet, but want to. There's so many, so I'll go ahead and go with Fake It Till You Break It and The Bridal Party. Bridal Party is by my one of my favorite authors by the name of Jasmine Guillory. Most anticipated release for the second half. Bridal Party, Spotted Dog. Oh my gosh, so many. There's so many, but those are the two that come to like the top of my head. The next question is biggest disappointment. Just because it's the only book that I DNF'd a few books, but the common book that I DNF'd was Mortal Engines, and I don't know if it was because I don't know, I just didn't like the book. I just really didn't like it. And then Alexa Riley's The Mechanic series. I've said it several times. The first couple scenes in that book of the main male character and the main female character interaction feel very rapey to me, so I didn't like it. Biggest surprise. Okay, so there's a tie right now. Book of Essie and The Relic. They kind of tie, and that's only because I didn't know anything about The Relic. It was a suggestion to my friend for our book club to read, and we all agreed to read it. So it just worked out that we all really liked that book. Book of Essie, I was reading it off of the suggestion of Bobby Reads Too Much. I'll put a link to her channel here. She's an amazing lady. So I just read it. I thought it would be interesting and I would enjoy it to some degree, but I actually really enjoyed the book a lot. Next question, favorite new author or debut book or new to me. I guess it would be the author of With the Fire on High or the author of Something About Sweetie. I'll put both books here so you can see the authors' names. I don't remember their names offhand right now. New favorite crush. Rafe from the book Rafe. If you watch my Smudathon wrap-up video, you know why. He is a 6'2" redhead nanny. My husband is a 6'2" redhead dad. So yeah, he's my new favorite crush because he reminds me of my husband. So the next question is my new favorite character from the same book. I don't remember this person's name, but she is the best friend of the female. She is the best friend of the female character in that book, and I absolutely love her. Some of the stuff she says, the one-liners, are amazing. I just love them. A book that made you cry is the next question. With the Fire on High. By I think the author's name is Uh, Elizabeth Avasado. I'm not saying it right, but I'll put it up here. Yeah, it made me cry because I'm gonna do a special review on that book, but that book was an amazing book, and it made me cry both sad and good tears. So, and I don't really cry in books. Like I've read a lot of books where people die, you know. I don't really cry. I don't really cry like that. But this book did make me cry. Book that made you happy. Something About Sweetie made me very happy. I really enjoyed that book. It's about a plus size teenager who just wouldn't allow people to make her feel less than who she was because of her weight. And it wasn't the standard like, oh, she becomes happy in herself. She starts off happy in herself and she continues happy in herself. And I love that. It made me very happy. Okay. The most beautiful book you bought so far or received. Stitching Snow is a very beautiful book. The White Knight, since I am a huge comic book nerd, that book was really, the cover of that graphic novel I thought was extraordinary. I love the cover of it. There's a few covers, but the cover I have, I love. And the last question is, what books do you need to read before the end of the year? They're all classics. I need to read Moby Dick. I need to finish Time Machine. I need to finish um, Frankenstein, and I need to read The Savior's Champion. I want to read that one more than I want to read any of those other ones I listed because it is a book that was written by a booktuber who is now an author, and I bought both a physical copy, a digital copy, and an audiobook in support of this author. So those are all the questions for the freakout tag. Again, I don't really feel freaked out because these questions, I mean, they're good questions to have and the good questions to ask yourself, like to have an internal conversation with yourself to see if you are on pace where you want to be, that kind of thing. But yeah, they don't cause me to feel freaked out. I think more of looking at my goals and where I am with my goals would kind of make me freak out. So like my first goal last year was to read 64 for the goal I set last year for 2019 was to read at least 60 books. I'm at 72. I've actually changed my challenge on Goodreads to 101 books. So yeah, so the next goal I had to read at least 2 YA novels this year. I've done that. I'm probably going to read at least 4 to 5 more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. Read at least one sci-fi book. I have done that also. I do want to try to dip into that again and get more sci-fi. So I'm hoping I get there, and I really really do hope I get at least one to two more sci-fi books. And my third goal was to film at least 25 videos for this channel. So my schedule is, no matter what, I have one video a week, and that video goes up on Wednesday at 11 a.m. I have been producing more content because I took a vacation. A lot of stuff has happened in my personal life, and the last, like, I don't even know how like, it's, I could do a life update video. I don't even know if you care about my life. But yeah, so I took a vacation. I said all that to say I took a vacation to kind of like decompress for all the stuff that was going on. And I was able to create a lot of content for the channel. And because of that, I've been able to produce 2 videos per week, which I don't know I'm going to continue to do. But I do know I'm going to have at least 1 video a week, unless it's a major holiday that's on that Wednesday, then I probably won't do it, or something else is going on. Um, uh, but yeah, so yeah, I'm on course to get those 25 videos. The fourth was to improve the content, or improve the both the content and the creation of the videos for this channel. As I'm saying that, this camera I'm using is causing lag, and I apologize. Um, I'm just not at a point right now that I feel that I have enough. Um, I don't feel like I should invest more than I need to right now on the like buying new lights or anything like that. I don't feel like that's necessary right now. The content, yes. Speeding up, talking, shortening the videos to make them brief and things like that, yes, I want to do, and I'm focused on that. So I am doing that goal too. Number 5 was to start a local book club. Did it. I have my friend book club. I love it. I do want to do another one where I don't know all the people personally, because I think that would be even a bigger and a more interesting conversation, because I know my friends. I kind of know, like, as I'm reading the book, I know I'm going to be, my one friend's going to be like this, and sometimes they do surprise me. They always surprise me. But I do, even in the surprise, I still knew something about where they were going to go and their point of view. So I do want to start a book club with people I don't know personally, which is going to probably not be able to do until 2020 because of everything that's going on. I'm trying to see how everything flushes out with my daughter's school and stuff like that. So, yeah. Number My next goal was to read unpopular books in 2019, to read at least one, I believe, or 5. I don't remember how many. I have read a few unpopular books. Now, were they unpopular before I read them? Probably not. Okay, a great example was The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. Everyone who read The Wedding Date loved it. I would say 50% of the people I know that read the Proposal hated it. And some people even DNF'd it, which was weird. I love that book. Don't feel like I should change my point of view on it at all. So yes, I have read some unpopular opinions. I've read 50 Shades of Grey just recently. Um, I feel like it's unpopular because people enjoy not liking something that everyone else doesn't like. Was it a good book? I felt like the author had a lot of biases that were blatant in this book, but it was it content that I would normally read yeah, I would have read this content. And why is it unpopular? I believe because it's romance and older women liked it, and so now it's uncool when your mom's reading about sex. That's how I feel. But it was okay. And number 7, encourage others to read. Always. I said this in my dilemma video. I have bought more books for people this year than I have in my entire um, adulthood. And as of today, that's been what, 20 plus years, yeah, I don't, I've been an adult for a very long time. And I've bought more people books this year than I ever have. So I'm always encouraging people to read, even if you don't read the same type of books I read. If you're like, if you're watching my videos and you're like, I like your content, but I don't read, I'm sorry, I don't. There's a random helicopter. I'm sorry. And I don't live in a bad neighborhood. Like, I just don't even understand why there's a random helicopter. Okay, anyway. Even if you don't read the same type of books I read, I'm always encouraging people to pick up a book and read. I personally feel like books, or even if like, because like I have friends that say, oh, I can't stand looking at those pages constantly. Listen to a book. I prefer books over television any day, every day, always. And yeah, I just do. And I think I owe that to my daughter, because when she's awake, if the television is on, it is on a program that she wants to watch versus something that I would just let myself watch because the TV's on. So yeah, I'm always encouraging people to read. So that is my mid-year freak out tag and my goals check-in. Uh, Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in another video. And until then, bye.